win this championship.
And you know it is meaningful to one of the very best players in the country, a guy who's been first-team All-America good all season long in Darius Cup Jr.
Just a freshman from Detroit, Michigan, the SEC Player of the Year. Did it back in the day.
And look at the tournament he's had. Struggled to shoot a little bit
All season long. SEC play, 21 points a game, 5.5 assists, almost 2.5 steals. And Duke Miles, now that he's back from that minor surgery, it's always minor when it's somebody else, but he had 30 points against Tennessee. And talk about steals. This backcourt gets steals, but Arkansas doesn't turn it over very much. Something's got to give, Dan Shulman.
As it always does in a game as meaningful as this one.
The number 4, Vanderbilt Commodores, and the number 3, Arkansas Razorbacks. It's time now for the starting lineups. First for the Commodores from Nashville, Tennessee. At 6'7", a senior from Harrisonburg, Virginia. Number 5, Tyler Nichols. A 6'7" senior from Clovis, California. Number 10, A.K. Okereke. A 6'8" senior from Cummins, Georgia. Number 99, Devin. Team All-SEC. All-SEC defensive team. Number 3, Tyler Tanner. Head coach for the Commodores, Coach Mark Byington. For the Razorbacks from Fayetteville, Arkansas. And forward, a 6'10" senior from Seabrook, South Carolina. Number 23, Nick Pringle. And forward, a 6'10" senior from Springfield, Missouri. Number 7, Trevon Brazil. And forward, a 6'6" sophomore from Memphis, Tennessee. SEC All-Defensive Team. Number 24, Billy Richmond III. And guard, a 6'5" freshman from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. SEC All-Freshman Team. Number 1, Malik Thomas. And as guard, a 6'3" freshman from Detroit, Michigan. First team All-SEC. SEC All-Freshman Team. SEC of the Year. And SEC Player of the Year. Number 5, Darius Cup Jr.
They came out and they smacked us. This Razorback squad won by double digits back in January. So when it comes to today, Byington said we have to protect the paint. We cannot allow them to get those high energy dunks that they thrive on as an offense. He challenged his guys to do exactly what they have done in those last couple of games here in Nashville. Play aggressive and play fearless.
It'll be Vandy with Tyler Tanner, their outstanding sophomore point guard, getting the first possession.
And what a matchup. Darius Cup Jr. guarding Tyler Tanner out top.
Tanner gets to the rim, can't finish the left-handed leg. And with the lineup for the Hogs, John Calipari only goes about 7 deep. Very important to keep the main guys out of foul trouble. Trevon Brazil, 2 double-doubles in this tournament.
Trevon Brazil has played outstanding basketball. He likes to slip out of screens. You got to be careful of that because he can knock down a three.
Billy Richmond III, the kick to Brazil, who has just for the season for the Doors. Duke Miles, Tyler Tanner, electric in the backcourt. They're not the biggest team up front. Keep an eye on the rebounding numbers here today.
Billy Richmond can get downhill and they hurry, and he catches it on the run. That's the dynamic play of Billy Richmond III. He had 5 spins effective over the last 4 games.
Yeah, in 2 years, he's had 5 20-point games, and they all came in succession in recent weeks. And what a good start for the Razorbacks. A.K. Okereke banging with Brazil. Got him in the air. Had to switch hands. And it bounces out. It'll be wide open off the inbounds. But Okereke misses the 3. Offensive rebound, Vandy. Miles, who missed 7 games earlier this year after meniscus surgery. finds his teammate Devin McLaughlin for an and-one opportunity.
Well, Devin McLaughlin is big and strong. He's the leading rebounder for this Vanderbilt team. It's one thing to get fouled. It's another thing to complete the play in the and-one.
Those guys are bucket getters. You can live with it taking a bad one from time to time.
Tanner behind the back. The sophomore from Redwood, Tennessee.
Well, he was patient. He didn't take the first one and then came off the handoff to shoot behind it. And Tyler Nickel creates gravity out there. Even when he doesn't make it, you have
Threes in this game to take an early 2-point lead here to the SEC Tournament Championship game. Miles with one, Nickel with one. ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Principal. Let's build a retirement and benefits plan that works for your team. You're watching the SEC on ESPN here from Bridgestone Arena in Denver.
It's
always a powerhouse here at Vandy. These are good times right now, Jay, here in Nashville.
Well, Vanderbilt is a great school, and they have followed it up with great athletics as well. And this team, the Vanderbilt Commodores in basketball.
To the game.
A.K. Okereke was at the nail as a help defender, just too slow getting out. And Trevor Brazil is playing his best basketball right now.
Chandler Bing in off the bench for the Commodores. Vandy generally goes 8 deep. Arkansas's only got 7 after the knee injury suffered several weeks ago by Carter Knox. So maybe something to keep an eye on in terms of minutes. So these two teams are on equal footing. Yeah, and then you let that ball go. I mean, to my eye, this happened right in front of us. I think that's the right call. It's Vandy ball, but Thomas let it go thinking it was out. Around the SEC, no, Jay, not 100% healthy. He's been dealing with an ankle injury most of the season, often seen in a boot when he is not playing, doesn't always practice, yet you never know it from the way he plays the games.
Well, John Calipari told me before the game he's concerned about it. They're going to keep an eye on him, but they know he's never going to ask to come out.
They did not play him in their last regular season game at Missouri. A little bit of a let's save him for the postseason. Tanner, the pull-up. Offensive rebound, Okereke. Nickel. Not this time. Now 1 for 2 from beyond the arc. And another rebound for Brazil. And then Miles, the transfer from Oklahoma. Jalen Washington, the former North Carolina Tar Heel, into the game. And Brazil, another rebound. He is piling up the stats here in the early goings.
Vanderbilt running a little bit of Spain action, a little ball screen, back screen action. I don't know why Spain gets credit for that.
Wow, what a finish. Thomas the feed, and Billy Richmond III flying in for the slam.
Anytime Billy Richmond III's in the corner, he's a loud threat. And that penetration, he just went along the baseline. There was help side defense, and they lost vision of it.
Both of these teams, again, outstanding offensively. Both in the top 10 in the nation in offensive efficiency per 10 as Jalen.
His career at North Carolina before transferring to Vanderbilt.
And not your classic back to the basket big. He can stretch it out. He can run some offense through him. Richmond knocks down to 3. Much better driving, slashing, but shooting with a bit more confidence these days.
Yeah, that's just his 12th 3. But if that can open up some of his drives, getting downhill, that's a bonus for Arkansas. He is so dynamic, and I'm not sure they're... Good job icing that ball screen, keeping it to the right side.
Tanner turns the corner. Floater, no. And then got it back, but had it blocked by Brazil.
This is where Arkansas is dangerous.
In transition, and
For the third, hitting the 3 from the corner. But Chandler Bing helps up, and he goes up for the beautiful lob. And then hitting the 3, the left-hander, getting the pass from Darius Acup Jr. Arkansas on a roll. In this one,
he's got such a lot of different things when he is on his games.
You remember a couple years ago in Maui after he transferred from Missouri, he was dominant in that. They played back at that time for Eric Musselman, but he had that knee injury, and that set him back a bit, but he's back now.
A cut to the elbow and draws it to the line with the best of them.
Well, he gets to the line, he makes it when he gets there. Both he and Malik
Top 3 a game this season. That's his first point here in this one. Hey, there's one more championship game coming up after us out of the American. The 1 seed South Florida, the 2 seed Wichita State. They split their regular season matchups. You can see it at 3:15 Eastern time today right here on ESPN.
Ryan Hodgson has done such a good job with that South Florida program. He was an assistant to Nate Oates at Alabama. And they play a similar style. You better put your track shoes on when you play the Bulls.
These players right now, as Jay said in the open, a title, a trophy, a banner. Okereke with a nice reverse.
Doing a good job playing out of that short roll. Just got right around Trevor Brazil. Duke Miles taking over the point with Tyler Tanner out of the game.
Boy, how do you stop that? A-Cup getting into the lane, his first field goal of the game. Let's bring in Alyssa.
The emphasis from Coach Cal in that last time out was on Tanner, Nickel, and Miles. Close out with high hands. Do not drop your hands if they...
To shoot 4 or 5 feet behind the line.
A little high horn set. Well defended by Vanderbilt.
Thomas with a turnaround. And a foul. An overtime win over Ole Miss. A-Cup did not have his best game. Thomas stepped up, went 9 for 15, 4 for 7 from 3, had 29 points in that overtime.
Also had 5 rebounds, % from 3.
And like A-Cup, a freshman, Thomas from Pittsburgh, A-Cup from Detroit. That's what Maccabi.
Maybe even Sidney Moncrief, Marvin Delp, and Ron Brewer.
And Tyler Nickel is having no trouble knocking him down here today.
As soon as Chandler Bing got that ball, Nickel backpedaled right to the 3-point line, just relocated to make that a 3 instead of a 2.
His third 3 of the game, and Vandy now 6 for 12. Thomas stops on the dime, misses the 10-footer. And Duke Miles. And here it comes again. Oh my, he did it again. It is the Duke Miles show right now here in Nashville. What a sequence up and down the court a couple of times for Miles, and Vandy fans are on their feet.
He makes amazing steals. He's got 3 of them already.
A-Cup was falling out of bounds and drained it.
He thought he got fouled. Figured he...
Tell you, the guards on both sides today are something else.
This take 2 bad shots a game because he wants him aggressive. That might have been one of them.
13 now for Nickel. Last possession of the half to the Hogs. And a fitting way to end the half, given the shot-making Jay we're seeing on both sides.
You talk about big-time players making big-time plays in a championship game. Duke Miles has been the leader of that.
Darius A-Cup Jr. back on his feet. And we'll head to the free throw line after the hard foul from Devin McLaughlin.
And they're going to take a look and see if they're going to upgrade this to a flagrant. But that was a set play. Because A-Cup hit the deck so hard, the officials are going to look at it.
And he's kind of checking the chiclets. Maybe on the arm, but then it almost looked, Jay, to me like his arm kind of bounced or slid and then kind of got him a second time in the face inadvertently.
Common foul has been upgraded to a flagrant 1 foul. Arkansas will shoot 2 shots and get the ball out of bounds.
The old Big East and all that stuff and how physical it was. There were no flagrant fouls back then. So when somebody was taking it to the basket, you put them in the wood.
Right.
It's all 1 foul.
Yeah.
But now they're flagrant fouls, so you have to be a little bit more disciplined.
And kind of anything up in the the area of the head, the face, anything like that. Not that it's automatic, but they
Ball screen and then got the screen. And oftentimes it's Tyler Nickel that winds up open on that kind of action for a three.
A-Cup. Brazil couldn't get a hold of it, and back comes Nickel. Miles dribbles out the other side. Tanner misses a three. And a foul underneath. Whoever wins this, Jake, it is going to mean a lot to that program. Tanner foul.
A-Cup just had two.
Chris Beard, rather, a couple of days ago was talking about A-Cup and said he thinks he should be the first pick in the NBA draft all season long. We've heard about Darren Peterson, A.J. DiBonsa, and then Cam Boozer, Caleb Wilson. I don't know if any of the guards can kind of squeeze in to that group, as amazing as the group is this year. But if anybody's going to do it, it might be this guy. NBA folks have to be just swooning in the opportunity to draft him.
Maybe the toughest decision is going to be whoever gets number one, because Brazil had to help out, and Okereke was wide open.
Vandy now 7 for 14 from three-point range. Arkansas's even better at 8 for 12, and that's up and in for Ewing.
Ewing played at Florida State last year and was one of the top offensive rebounders in the country. That's what he does.
He had 9 offensive rebounds in the semis yesterday. Not 9 rebounds, 9 offensive rebounds, 13 overall. Miles, nice find to Nickel. Again, Tyler Nickel with his 4th free. Arthroscopic surgery, and a guy who is well-traveled, Jay. He has been at 4 different programs over the years.
At Oklahoma last year, played with Jeremiah Fears, and he decided he wanted to go into the portal. His first stop was Virginia. He showed he had more game than people thought.
Thomas. This is a 16-footer, and it bounces down to Jalen Washington. And they lost Chandler Bing, and he's got an easy one. Miles the feed.
No sense of urgency to get back in transition for Arkansas. There was no communication. Everybody's standing outside the three-point line looking at each other, and they give up a layup.
And this 4-point lead is the largest lead that the Doors have had here today. Arkansas's led by as many as 7. Richmond the pull-up. McLuck in the rebound.
Where Arkansas offense affect their defense.
Washington will back it back out. Lots of time.
Really spreading the floor with spacing. Hesitation.
And the foul will go for Washington.
And 3 guys go.
And Vandy fans are eating this up here in Nashville.
Advantage in transition of miscommunication on the part of Arkansas. Everybody clumped together, nobody talking, and Chandler being wide open for an easy layup and Duke passing it ahead to him.
Before, prior to that, as we mentioned, you got to go all the way back to 1951, the last time that they won. But I will say this for the Commodores, they're 2-0 in the final. They've never lost in the final. They'll try to go to 3-0 with the win here today. They're up 6 right now. Make it 4. Darius A-Cup Jr. has other ideas.
Chandler Bing guarding Darius A-Cup, the Vanderbilt guards, to get down and rebound. And Vanderbilt only has 2 turnovers in this game.
Tanner left alone. Nickel the rebound, and he can't hit. Boy, 2 good looks for 2 good players. A corner 3 rattles in for Wagner, and the Hogs are back within a 1.
All the defensive attention was going to Darius A-Cup Jr. He had 4 guys around him, just kicked
2 points, 5 assists already. Tanner, open as Washington, and an air ball on the 3-point attempt. A championship on the line here today. And it's going back and forth between Arkansas and Vandy. The SEC Player of the Year, Darius A-Cup Jr. has 20 already. DJ Wagner chipping in with a 3. It's a 1-point game.
Right guys are taking the right one. Rebound. Hey, don't expect something this. Make them
So Mark Byington saying he feels his defense is forcing Arkansas to take the kinds of shots Vandy wants them to take. Just finish off the possession by getting the rebound. Had an 8th player, Jalen Lever, in there for just a minute. It's basically 7-on-7 here today.
Well, Vanderbilt have more shot attempts because they've not been turning the ball over. That's just the 3rd turnover for Vandy.
Remarkable in a game with this kind of pace. And corner 3 for Wagner. Malik Thomas not having his best day. Wagner's been getting some big minutes off the bench and really contributing.
Well, that's the gravity.
Sensational player with an unbelievable drive as well. Okereke, strong drive. It won't go, but there is a foul.
In the first half of the Razorbacks, they have 8 fast break points in the second half.
A-Cup driving again. Floater doesn't go. And it's wrapped up by Washington.
Well, it's physical, and you had a lot of black shirts down there rebounding. Mark Byington's got to be pleased that his guards are sticking their nose in there and rebounding with the big guys.
Tanner. And through the hands of Bing. Wagner flying down the court, but Miles caught him and knocked it out of bounds.
That back tip, as soon as...
That Billy Richmond will do a lot of the matching up with Duke Miles. He's going to play big. Everybody else not looking to deny, looking to steal.
Both of these teams. Brazil. Pringle getting him a little help down in the lane and freed up a lane for him.
Pringle just took Jalen Washington out of the play, screened him, and then Tyler Nickel ran into that screen as well. That opened up that driving lane for Trevor Brazil.
There have been 12 lead changes in this game.
Got a switch now. Malik Thomas on Tanner.
Tanner trying to drive him. Washington had a big game in the semis yesterday against Florida. Had 17 points. John Calipari, not surprisingly, is very unhappy right now that was upgraded. And he's yelling, Joe, Joe. He's trying to get the attention of Joe Lindsay, the lead official today. Washington makes them both, and now Vandy gets the ball. Pringle getting an explanation from Joe Lindsay.
Flex action to free out Tyler Nickel, but well defended by Arkansas.
Nickel's got 4 threes, 16 points already in this one. Washington gives it back, gets it back. Blocked. Pringle got a piece of it, but what hustle by Nickel. But the shot clock expires before he let it go.
Well, give credit to Nick Pringle on that play. He was a presence protecting the rim. The one dribble blow by. They got him to his left hand, and he just blew by Tyler Nickel.
There are guys on both sides in this game. When they decide they want to get to the rim, good luck stopping them. Almost impossible to keep them out of the paint. Tanner, so far not his day shooting the ball. He is...
He knew it in the scouting report. He drives left, he's going. He drives right, he's going to spin back to the left.
Okereke got a strength advantage on Richmond, but Richmond does a great job. And the possession arrow will give it back to Arkansas. Richmond may be a little bit shaken up. Boy, Jay, on both sides at both ends, there's a whole lot of want it right now here in this one. Thumbs up says he's okay, but they will undoubtedly look at him as he makes his way. Goal free in the corner.
But Miles set that up by keeping his dribble under the basket. And Tyler Nickel just floated to the corner. Beautiful basketball.
That is their first made field goal in better than 8 minutes, and it ties the game. Thomas, no. And Okereke is going to be called.
Given John Calipari some great minutes off the bench.
A-Cup was looking for the foul call, didn't get it. Wagner steps into a three.
How about DJ Wagner? Coming off the bench and playing like this, when your opportunity comes, to be ready for it. That's big time by DJ Wagner.
3 for 3 from three-point range for a guy who's 34% on the season. Tanner needs help, gets it back from McLaughlin. Up too strong, but a foul.
Boy, showing some strength, took a bump from Pringle and still was able to go up and get fouled. But after Darius Miles shot this ball from the right, he got fouled on that shot. But the rebound by Billy Richmond III, the best time to shoot a three is after an offensive rebound. He got it to Wagner, and Wagner was prepared.
John Calipari is hot. He was having worry. He was talking to Joe Lindsay, the lead official, and a couple of Coach Cal's assistants. This game means to them. Tanner trying to spin it in. It bounces off the rim, and back come the Hawks.
Really good contest by DJ Wagner. I think that Tyler Tanner would make that most of the time. But that was an excellent contest.
Acuff again. Got another one. Getting 28.
Everybody along the baseline, they're just clearing it out to let Darius Acuff Jr. go one-on-one. He's such a great shot maker around the basket. Here comes that ball screen, back screen.
Here comes Miles. Got his man in the air and makes the shot to get him back within 2. Timeout, Mark Byington.
What a beautiful up and under move from Duke Miles.
Back and forth they go with a trophy, a championship on the line here in Nashville today. ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Principal. Let's build a retirement and benefits plan that works for your team. 3 for 4 now from three-point range, and the Razorbacks are 61% from beyond the arc. And how about that play by Brazil at the other end?
They went back to that Spain action, the ball screen, back screen, and it was read beautifully by Trevin Brazil to knock it away. But terrific job by Brazil to space the floor and then ready to shoot when the ball arrived. The back screen came from Bing. It looked like it would be an easy lob. But Brazil, with those long arms and his athleticism, makes a fabulous defensive play to save a basket.
John Calipari just gave him a hug on his way over to the huddle. Arkansas is challenging the out of... Wagner fouled by Tanner. That'll be his first in the team's 6th.
Anytime Trevin Brazil is in ball screen action, he's going to slip out of it. Darius Acuff, and that has left Trevin Brazil in perfect position for these step-in threes.
This is the largest lead of the game for either side. And Brazil with a block. He is everywhere.
He is making basket-saving plays over and over.
He has got the skill set, and we are seeing all of it here in the last few minutes.
Big possession here for Vanderbilt. They need a stop.
They're not going to get it. What a find from Acuff to Ewan.
Beautiful drop-off.
Assist number 11 for Darius Acuff Jr. Miles into Washington. And it won't go down, and at times, Jay, it's been that kind of a day for Vanderbilt at the offensive end.
Well, you have to give credit to this Arkansas defense late in the game, especially Trevin Brazil, with his rim protection, his alertness to the ball. Trevin Brazil coming over from the weak side. Looked like an easy bucket for Jalen Washington. Instead, it's going the other way. Just a fabulous play by Trevin Brazil. Top 10 in the Southeastern Conference in blocks.
He's got 2 of them today to go with 14 points and 8 rebounds.
He's knocked down 4 threes in this game, and they were all big ones. I can't say enough about DJ Wagner off the bench. Yeah. They're not in this position without DJ Wagner.
He has hardly come off the floor here in the second half.
All the attention goes with Darius Acuff Jr. He finds Brazil. And boy, was he ready to shoot. He's seeing a big basket here in Nashville.
And those free throws, Jay, give Acuff 30 points in the game to go with the 11 assists. Brazil, the steal, couldn't finish it on the slam. And Miles' three will rim out at the other end. Brazil might get another shot at it, and he'll lay it in. And now Malik Ewan is down and injured at the other end.
Question is, when did that whistle blow? Was it after the shot?
I think they did wait until the shot. Trevin Brazil is a highlight reel here today.
Arkansas has just taken off on Vanderbilt in the last couple of minutes. And the catalyst for that liftoff has been Trevin Brazil.
It's a 12-0 run right now for the Razorbacks. That's what they're looking at, the contact between McLaughlin and Ewan. Boy, they were both giving and getting, but I think they might be looking more at the McLaughlin part of it. There was a lot going on. With a loss today, a great season for Vandy. They'll get a nice seed in the NCAA tournament. Joe Lenardi had him as a 4 coming in. Miles knocks down a 3. Lenardi had Arkansas as a 5. That could improve, assuming they finish out the last 27 seconds in this one. But both teams, who when they play their best, they can hang with anybody.
Now, Arkansas really only goes with 7 guys after the injury to Carter Knox that knocked him out for the season. But 7 is enough if Arkansas plays this way. And I have a lot of respect for this Vanderbilt team. They're whole now with Duke Miles back healthy after missing so many games, getting that knee scoped.
A.K. Okereke just fouled out. Wagner misses the front end of the 1-and-1. Into the final 30 seconds. Miles cannot hit the 3. Brazil's got it, and that is going to be all. The Arkansas Razorbacks are the champions of the SEC tournament, an 86-75 win. Darius Acuff Jr. having a huge game. DJ Wagner off the bench, and Trevin Brazil. They all get their part and then some, as the Hogs are the champs. John Calipari and Tyler Tanner with some words and an embrace at the end. 2 teams to keep an eye on heading into the big dance. Acuff finished with 30 points and 11 assists today. Brazil, 16 points, 9 rebounds, and all kinds of bench. Billy Richmond III had 18. Coach Calipari, Jay, may not have many, but the ones he's got are awfully good.
You've got bucket getters, but how about Trevin Brazil and his defensive plays, his timely threes? But Arkansas is not lifting that trophy up right now without DJ Wagner and his contributions off the bench.
Let's go to Alyssa Lang, who's got Trevin Brazil.
Trevin, your teammates are hoisting that trophy over there. What did it take to get this one done?
We went through a lot of adversity this year, injuries, things like that. Just super proud of this team. Proud of this guy right here. This should be there here, man. Just proud of everybody for the fight we had. 3 games in 3 days is always hard.
Darius, when you're watching TB hit 3-pointers like he did today, how does that help this team?
He's the X factor on our team. He the key to us winning anything. And we believe in him. We want him to shoot, so we all knew it was going in.
30 points for you today. This was the goal to get this championship. What did you tell your teammates before this game started?
Play our game. We know what it is. Don't just get you right for the championship. Just keep hooping.
This is the 2nd ever SEC tournament title for Arkansas. What does that mean to this group to bring that